Good evening, everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right. It's Thursday Live. It's Thursday. It is Thriving Thursday. I want to say hello to everyone out there. And I'm Larry Laws, Senior, and I'm here with First Home Alliance Thriving Thursday. And if you're joining us today, I want to say welcome. Welcome to Thriving Thursday. And we want you to make sure you go ahead and post and share. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do. And also ring that notification bell so that you will be alerted when we go live. We have some very good content to put out, and we're going to have some special guests that's coming up in the near future. And so we're going to cover this evening quite a bit about what's coming up on the schedule for the on the calendar for the remainder of the year. We have some a couple of events that are coming up, and we want you to come out and join us in the community. And again, we want to say thank you for all you've done throughout the year, and also thank you for joining us this evening. And so, First Home Alliance, of course, just a reminder, we are on the web. We've been serving the Washington, D.C. area. We actually target Northern Virginia, and we have an office in Maryland. That's in Montgomery County, Maryland. And also we have office in Cook County, Chicago. Those are targeted areas in reference to we do a lot of outreach there for our HUD operations and services. But we partner with the local community, with surrounding organizations, but as housing organizations, Department of Housing Community Development offices, and some of your also community development organizations. We also partner with your financial institutions. So the major financial institutions that are, of course, we have a common interest in home ownership. We also have a common interest in maintaining home ownership, maintaining stable housing. And we have an event that's coming up on the 19th. And we're going to get to that and talk to you about that later on in the show. And so we want to sustain home ownership. We also provide reverse mortgage counseling. Reverse mortgage counseling, of course, we are the third party. And so, of course, the process is to talk to a lender and talk to more than one in reference to a situation. If you're over 62 years old, you have equity in your home, and that speak with them and see if it's a valuable option for you, and for them to actually give you a proposal. So this is what you like. And then we're one of the HUD approved housing counsel agencies that can provide your counseling and basically explain the situations to you and lay out those options for you so you can make an informed decision. So that's what we're here for throughout your whole life as a homeowner. We pride ourselves in first-time home buyers. For us, that's the name, First Home Alliance. So we are the alliance. We build partnerships with community members, community partners. So if you are a real estate agent or a real estate professional, you're a builder, even if you are a property manager, we want to partner with you so that we can build that relationship to actually stabilize housing, so that housing can be for preventing homelessness, stabilizing renters. We want successful renters as well. And for those renters that are in the process, have the desire to become a homeowner, we would like to, and we feel that we are the gateway to homeownership. So we want to be in that process, early in that process, to provide that avenue for you to become a homeowner. And so we do that with both the two products that we do is one-on-one counseling and education, and we also do that individually, and we also do that as a group. And so we would like to get you into the process and walk you through step by step to that process, explaining the options to you and be there for you throughout your successful journey as a homeowner. And so we're going to get started tonight. And just a reminder, if you would like services with First Home Alliance, we would like for you to visit our website. That's at firsthomealliance.org. There's a services tab. You want to hit that drop down and select the service that you would like to receive, whether that's one-on-one counseling. And the things that we do one-on-one counseling, we also do group education in those areas as well. So make that selection. and complete the submission of your application. We'll be in contact with you for orientation. And then once all the intake is complete, we will set you up for a one-on-one session with one of our HUD approved housing counselors. Okay. And so tonight we're going to talk about automating your savings for success. Now, I know savings is not new. We've been advocating for savings for since our existence, and I want to say hi to a few of our guests out there. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Renee, Charlene. You guys that I see in the chat there, and so of course continue to communicate, continue to follow, and if you have any questions out there, just let us know. And we see any new members out there, we'll do a roll call. And of course, we look for your feedback. And I know that we're on Facebook, but also those on social media, and not only social media, but on YouTube. We want you to subscribe to the YouTube channel and also send us some stars. Please go ahead and send us some stars. Often ring that. Well, you're going to hear that bell ring when we go live. Okay, again, thank you guys for coming on. And so this evening, we're going to get into the topic. It's talking about automating your savings for success. Now, in the environment that we're in, I don't know if there's another option in reference to savings that is actually safe, that will actually keep you on track than automating. And just a brief intro about savings and the need for savings. I mean, most of us in a situation where you have had a setback because of some emergency came up, or a situation came up where you didn't have the funds available to take care of that situation, whether it's an emergency or it could be a desire that you may choose to have. And because you didn't have the savings set aside, then you had to borrow those funds. In some cases, you had to take out a loan and go into debt. So it's essential to prevent those situations is to have a savings. So why do this topic matter so much? It matters. If you're looking at becoming stabilizing your household, whether that's as a renter, as a homeowner, stabilizing your situation. If you have family members, and things always come up, whether it's the start of school, it could be even getting a new job. There's some expense involved. There's some expense involved in reference to your transportation needs, your clothing needs, and so that's the importance of having a savings so you can take care of those particular needs when they're due, and also is to be ready for the unexpected. The unexpected, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So of course you want to go ahead and prepare, because it will happen. So I feel it is very important to have a savings and to start it, have it a part of your routine, have it a part of in the beginning, where when you start to begin to bring in income, whether it's income, a source that you're getting income, it could be an allotment, I would say, or it could be you're receiving some type of gift, whether that income could be even you may be getting a stipend, as a new intern. You may be getting, getting paid for doing chores around the home. Or of course, you may be starting a job. You want to make it a habit not to spend everything that you get. That is not wise, to spend everything you get. If you just been the vehicle to transfer money from you already traded your time. You traded your time, which you're not going to gain the time back. You spend that time, whether it's 8 hours a day or an hour a day, you have traded your time for pay. And now you get paid. And if you go just basically take your pay and pass it on to the next party, and it really seemed like you didn't really get paid. You just you traded time for money, and then you trade it that way for something short term, something short term. Maybe it was entertainment. Of course, there's needs as well. We totally understand there's needs, and there's costs in reference to food, home, clothing, and things of that sort. There's a cost for that, but also there should be a portion of the money that you earn is that you set aside and save. And by saving, it will actually, this is how you get a chance to take the money that you have earned, and you're going to put it in a whether it's in a vehicle or in a place so that it can work for you, and so that you're not always working for it. Of course, you would like at some point in time with the money that you have set aside and saved and has accumulated value, that it can actually work harder for you, work smarter for you, then basically that you cannot outwork your money. In those cases, if you can't outwork your money, then you may consider, well, I don't necessarily need to work. I will continue to do the things I love to do and allow my money to work for me. And so to get in that situation will allow your money to work for you. It starts off with savings, and then it's investing, both short-term and long-term investment. And then that your money that you have earned will begin to work for you. Now, why people don't save? That's a good question. And so if someone can help me out, some reasons why people don't save, that I can think of very many. There's just one, I think, is the lack of financial education. Financial education. Some may call it financial literacy education. I don't know. In some cases, they may say, well, the way that your upbringing. And so lack of education. And I think the education in some spaces that was youth. Youth are not given the opportunity to begin to experience the benefits of setting aside money, the benefits of saving. What they get more of the pleasure and of actually spending than actually getting rewarded for savings. And so as soon as possible, if you have the opportunity to reward someone for saving, especially as a youth, reward them for saving. And so hopefully that will educate them and have them more in tune into the benefits of saving rather than the short-term gratification of, okay, I have this money, so let's go spend it right away to have the short-term desire satisfied. Also, we get in the routine of living paycheck to paycheck. You go out and enjoy, if you want to say enjoy a weekend, enjoy that time, even if it's not a weekend, it's a day off or evening. It's always an enjoyment, always enjoyment. It's always, I have to be entertained. Those 16 hours I'm not working, either I'm sleeping or I'm entertaining myself. Well, entertainment is a cost. And so if you're investing, if you want to say invested in that time, maybe educating yourself in a way of producing additional income or educating yourself in reference to increasing the volume of income or your worth so that you get more for the paid more for the time that you are employed, invested in that time. And of course, there's entertainment, enjoyment, family that have to be considered as well. But that gratification, I'm saying, that individuals spend in reference to celebrating, and paying a high expense for that. And then working the 8 hours that they're working, the 40 hours a week or more, and actually working hard. And necessarily, I'm not going to get into whether it's working smart, because I feel there's a lot of people work hard and smart. But the thing that's not so smart is taking that money that you work so hard for on payday and not setting aside any of those funds for you. And so you're working smart, but you're not saving smart. And so from paycheck to paycheck, and it becomes a routine. And so the routine, that is your behavior of living paycheck to paycheck and just spending your money. And so some of the behavior triggers it's emotional. We spend emotional. If it feels good for us, uh, we have to feel good. Uh, we actually, we deserve it. We deserve these things. There is no waiting. I'm have to have this satisfaction done right away. And so, anyway, some of those things. There's a quote here by Abraham Lincoln where he said, "Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most." And so the idea of setting goals, and that's long-term goals, those things that whether that's a retirement, whether it's that financial freedom, whether that's your retirement, whatever, those are the things that you mostly deserve. And so you can choose to actually work towards those goals versus basically just taking care of those short-term wants. So you want to consider that in reference to setting goals. I mean, in reference to spending paycheck to paycheck. So what I'm going to do now is actually show you a graph here. I'm able to pull this up of someone basically where you have side by side where